Welcome back to AgriTalk at the Farm Progress Show site in Boone, Iowa. Our Farm Progress Show preview series brought to you by Syngenta. Joining us is Bruce Battles, crop specialist for Syngenta. Bruce, thanks for joining us. We've talked so much this year about the drought and the impact of the drought. I want to focus a little bit on what we've seen from insect pressures this year, especially here in the Boone area.
Yeah, part of what caused the drought, obviously, is the unique conditions. We had the low rainfall, but it just started early with some hot and dry temperatures. And with those heat units we collected early in the season, it really developed a unique year, you might say, from an insect perspective as well. We had a lot of insect pressure, and I think we still a lot to see, even unfortunately, with the growing season, corn earworm and things like that coming in. But it really impacted things like corn rootworm and some of the standability issues I think we're yet to see as well going into the future. So
from this, we learn about insect management plans moving forward. What are some things you want farmers to keep in mind?
Yeah, I think one of the things we're learning over the last few years, really back to the rootworm issue, is that it's a pest that there's no silver bullets in our arsenal, right? And it's going to take a more integrated approach to get to a management strategy for that. And we ultimately are going to have to manage it each year. And with that, it's going to take an arsenal or a toolbox of many tools to start to address that. And we focused on and within Syngenta, we have a lot of those tools in the toolbox, I think, to start addressing specifically rootworm management, both all throughout the entire growing season.
And let's talk about some of those tools. And I know you'll be talking with farmers, you and others from Syngenta here at the Farm Progress Show when they stop by. Hopefully we'll stop by the Syngenta tent. There'll be a lot for them to see, and this will be one of the big topics of conversation, building that toolbox for pest management.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, it's kind of a seasonal approach, and you step through the year. Really, I mean, it starts obviously what most growers are using is a traded hybrid, right? And so, within our arsenal, we have an AgriSure 3000 GT, which is a single mode of action traded hybrid, which is kind of the industry standard right now. And one thing we're real excited about is coming into our lineup is the introduction of dual mode of action traded products. And so we have an AgriSure 3122 hybrid, which the customers can purchase right now going into this next growing season, a little bit of it out obviously this year as well. That is our first dual mode of action product, and what we're proud of on that is that within the dual modes of action, we have two traits that we're using that we have no confirmed resistance yet at all within the industry, and that's a growing issue. I mean, it's one thing to have dual modes of action, but if one of those dual modes of action are already declared resistant in certain fields, then you're back to a single mode of action product. Beyond that, though, we're looking ahead in our pipeline too. In the near future, we're hoping to introduce AgriSure Duracade, which is be one of the first new modes of action introduced in the marketplace for a significant amount of time, and we feel like that's going to be a valuable component also, as well as not just stacking products that have been on the marketplace for a long time and have been subjected to pressure for resistance. Is introducing new traits into those stacks as well.
Yeah, farmers continue to look for new solutions to old problems, basically.
Yeah, and so that's one thing that they can look at for a future solution. But again, a new dual mode of action product like AgriSure 3122 is not going to be the standalone solution going forward. And I think it's going to be more and more people, and we see it in the marketplace today, more and more people looking for soil-applied insecticides such as Force 3G, which is a granular approach, but also looking for new ways to deliver that. So we have a liquid formulation called Force CS that through collaborations with John Deere and Raven Industries, we can install a liquid formulation onto the planter and gain a lot of safety and convenience of the trade hybrid, where they didn't have to come in contact with insecticide. They can also do that through this new closed-loop delivery system.
So there'll be a lot to talk about here at the Farm Progress Show at the Syngenta booth in just a few days, and we encourage people to stop by. It'll be here before we know it. It's been a tough year, a learning year, but already I think a lot of people are starting to think ahead to next year as well. Bruce, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Bruce Battles, crop specialist for Syngenta. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Matt Youngman, National Events Manager for Farm Progress, here to give us a complete update on final preparations for the upcoming Farm Progress Show. That's the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month. Stay with us. This is AgriTalk.